Hello, everyone. I have made a conscious effort that I am going to record every day. I've been wanting to do it for a while. I took the route of writing, but I don't want to write anymore. I want to speak my truth. And as on a couple of my videos, I've stated, I have grandchildren. I have family members that have heard about me, don't really know me because then nobody came and asked me anything. People know my representative. They know the person that I created to survive in situations. But as far as who I am, no one really knows me. And the reason I know they don't know me is because I don't know me. So you can't possibly know me. Because I've not grown into the person that I'm supposed to be because I had to be what I had to be. I've been out of it for a while, but it's kind of like gaining weight. It doesn't happen overnight. So the changes and the healing does not happen overnight. The majority of my problems has been because I've been plagued with anxiety, panic attacks. When I sit back and think about how things unfolded, as far as like even in my relationship and my divorce, things would have been totally different for me had that not been an issue because I would have handled things totally different. But when you have this unsubstantiated fear, like I had, when you walk in and your insides are crawling and you feel like you're about to die and you don't think you can walk another step, that was kind of like my truth. How I even made it, I couldn't even begin to tell you. But I know it's something that I've been plagued with for a long, long time. But it's also something I want to get past. I talk to a lot of people, even at my job, and they have FMLA and they have to leave work and they can't handle this and they can't handle that. Never knew anything about any FMLA, and that's the Family Medical Leave Act for people that have jobs. It's like the job can't bother you if you have that on file and you can substantiate it with the doctor. But for a person who has gone from being prescribed 10 different pills, mood stabilizers, up pills, down pills. I mean, I was on 60 milligrams of Prozac at one point in my life, and I thought that was too much. And when I went to the doctor, they upped it to 80 milligrams, and it was crazy. I was hallucinating, and it was crazy. But that wasn't enough. Then they wanted to add, oh, they have to give me this pill for that and that pill for this. And again, it ended up being 10 different pills because I was trying my best to make it within a place where I wasn't supposed to be in the first place. So although I thought that it was helping me, it was absolutely doing nothing. But I'll talk about the pill part another day. But today, I'm just kind of focusing on the anxiety and the panic attacks that I suspect that a lot of people suffer with. Though they're real, they change your life. They stop your life actually, in a lot of cases. And I'm working every day to get past it. I took a job that most people probably would not have, and when they ask me why I'm there, I always tell them because I'm crazy as hell and I need something coming at me so fast that I have to learn how to navigate through it without going 0 to 100, and feel like I'm being backed into a wall and realize that people are people and learning how to navigate through them. Because unfortunately, in my past life, there was no communication, which I'm very big on now. Communication is important, but comprehension is more important because we all communicate in one form or fashion. In my case, there was a lot of nonverbal communication, a lot of walking out, a lot of leaving, a lot of not saying anything, a lot of ignoring, a lot of using the websites to. It was just a lot of foolishness, but there was no comprehension in any form or fashion. It was too much. Hence why, we're here now. But I personally want to get past the things that has hindered me and held me back from progressing. And I talk to people all the time, and they tell me these are issues with them as well, which is why I want to talk about them. And as I go back and review these, then I will formulate a better plan as far as speaking on it. Because again, everything that I talk about will always come from a position of knowing. It will never come from a position of something that I read, because I don't like to speak on other people's experiences, because I can't be concrete about it because it's not my experience. So everything I do speak about is going to be my experience. And people have looked at me over the years, and or me and my family, the fact that he and I made it as long as we did, even though they know that it was toxic, it wasn't probably a good thing, we probably shouldn't even been together, but nonetheless we were. But hell, there's a lot of people that's together that shouldn't be together, and they're together for whatever reason. I just kind of didn't want to die like that. And the whole issues and things that I've had and the aggravation that I've caused, or the way that I've handled it, has not ever been about trying to go back to it. It's always been about, for me, trying to let somebody else understand how they made me feel. That's what it's always been about. I don't have a problem with the young lady who now stands where I did. I wish her well. I think, I know what I came out of. So, again, I wish her well. I don't have an issue with her. I never have. I just, at this point, I want to be whole. I want to be happy. I want to not walk in panic attacks. I don't want to walk in anxiety. And I do self-analysis every day. So for anybody out there who is walking that path and they're on medication, and they're fearful and don't know why, angry and don't know why. It's real. It's real. It's a diagnosed issue. It's not people that don't understand you and they want to push things on you. You have to be strong enough for yourself and say, I can't handle this, and figure out why. Get the help that you need. I've been through so many therapists, probably everyone in Hampton, and some in Newport News, and I've ended up with nothing. I don't know, because I'm so strong in my thoughts that ended up telling them what I wanted, and I kind of needed somebody to tell me or help me. And maybe I didn't need help. Maybe it was in my mind. I do not know. But I know moving forward now, again, as I always say, I know I'm not the only one. And because of that, I have no problem sharing my life, in hopes that it'll help somebody else. Because, see, I have a daughter, and I realize she emulates me 100%. When I'm good, she's good. When I'm not, she's not. And I have to be conscious of that, which is why I don't mind being transparent, because, again, I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who has a daughter, that has a daughter that's watching her. Or in my case, I had sons as well. And I can see some choices that they're making that, had I made different choices, they would have made different choices. They had to go out into the world and meet prospective mates. And had they seen a mother who stood up for herself and not walked in fear and not walked in anxiety, so I took a lot of things that most women should not have taken. Had they not witnessed that, and had they saw a stronger woman, they would have gone out and possibly handled things a little differently, treated them with a little bit more respect, a little bit more love, a little bit more courtesy, a little bit more kindness, because they would have known it was required. I never taught them that it was. So I can't go back in time, as none of us can, but I can definitely make a difference moving forward. And hence, this is what the purpose of my tapes are, to let you know that if you are feeling how anything that I've said, if you're feeling like that at all, just know that you're not the only one. And we're going to get through this together. Pleasant dreams.